Hey, what's up, everyone? We're back with another Reddit BKFC Ask Me Anything. We're joined by Carlos Trinidad-Snake. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm great. So I'm just gonna get this out of the way. So we were talking to Dustin Pegg, and he admitted right off the bat that you have the cooler last name. So I feel like he's already like gave you like that's got to count for something, right? Like that counts as like you get one free punch or you get an extra point in the fight. It's got to be worth something to you.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's awesome. I think I've never really looked at it that way. I think it's definitely something that entices people. It's like there's a story behind it or something. They want to ask questions about it. So that's awesome, man. Peg, yeah, that's still a cool name. I'm sure there's some history behind it, some cool story about it. So I appreciate the compliment, though.
He's he said the only thing cool about his name is you can have a peg leg. He goes, but a snake, like that's a badass name. So like
Yeah,
you're already up 1-0.
for sure, for sure.
Okay, so the other thing, he was kind of adamant that he does not like snakes. So it sounds like there's already some heat between the two of you. He said he's not a snake person. So again, you're already in his head. He doesn't like you. Like you're super intimidating him and you guys haven't even faced off yet.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm super long. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they try to say I move like a snake when I'm out there. I definitely I like to move around. So it definitely be a fun fight with Peg. I'm super excited for it.
Okay, so a win over Dustin Pegg. Like, have you guys talked? Is this for like a title contender shot? Like, do we know what if there's anything on the line for this shot
I do
or
think
this
whoever
fight?
wins will probably get the next title shot, or definitely be if Palomino doesn't get his rematch. I think one of us will definitely be next. I don't really see anybody else who makes sense on the list. Um, I think Elvin Brito just kind of shook up the rankings a little bit after taking out Jafar Fort. So a lot of people
Yeah.
thought he was the next big up and coming thing. So uh, I think he's definitely back in the mix, and I think there's some fights that you can make with Elvin. That definitely be exciting. But like I said, I'm number two right now. The only dude above me is Jake Lindsay, and Dustin is right below me. So I'm fighting for our chance at the shot, dude. And it's gonna be a good one.
It's unfortunate. 165 kind of went stale there for a minute. Like no one is fighting. You got Rico Franco, you got Jake, you got Dustin. Everybody, like you got all these big names. Like honestly, 165 could be the most stacked division right now, and it seemed like it totally stalemated there for a minute. And now, like I just want to see some fights. Like we want to see you guys.
Yeah, I thought I was kind of like on a little hiatus for like about a year. Um, Still was training, still was grinding. I was ready for anything. It's just decisions that they make, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. I still keep on to the goal, and I still keep training. It doesn't deter me. I'm not one of those guys that bitches and moans that I don't have a fight. Coming
Sure.
up every 90 days or something. So I've just been grinding, man. I'm waiting for my opportunity. So lights are about to come. I'm ready to shine, man.
So you don't bitch and complain, but there's also clearly a thing about ring rust and stuff. Like, I mean, how I do feel like you guys should at least be fighting at the bare minimum twice a year, and I feel like it's got to be like difficult to like fight once a year and then like stay in top shape.
Yeah, and I don't really feel like the ring rust affects me, man. Like I said, I stay working, man. I stay in the gym. I stay in the ring. It doesn't matter. Like I'm just an all around dog, man. I stay fighting. I stay grinding, and I hope Dustin Pegg's been working too because I've been working this whole time. Like I said, I'm very active, man. I'm not worried about the ring rust. I don't think taking the time off has done anything but made me better.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the last name. Like, where did I mean Trinidad Snake? That's a badass last name. Like, where did that come from?
Okay. So Trinidad is my dad's last name, and Snake is my mother's last name. So I'm Mexican and Native American. Uh,
Dude, that's
Trinidad
cool.
Snake is the full name. It's hyphenated. It was always my full name. It just kind of, as a kid growing up, I didn't really like the snake part at the end because I feel like just kids, make fun of it. It was just like a little joke. So I always went by
Sure.
just Trinidad. Um, when I started bare knuckle, my grandmother, she passed away, and I kind of went back more. I wanted to like honor her a little more, and use the snake name a little bit more.
Sure.
When I started the bare knuckle, and they asked me like, what do you want? And I said I want the full Trinidad Snake on there. It it was really enticing to the people. Like I said, they were rocking with it. You know, so it's kind of
Absolutely.
stuck around, man. And I'm glad.
Okay, so if you do you own any snakes? Like, are you a snake person? Are you a reptile person?
Definitely, I'm not a snake guy, but I'm definitely not afraid. Like, I don't have anything like that, but I'm definitely not afraid of snakes, man. I'll definitely pick up a snake any day. Um, it's just something more like, I mean, I feel like for my people, they're supposed to be more like more sacred or something like that, But I'm definitely not scared of animals
Sure.
or anything like that.
Okay, so I mean, I know you're like really big in like the indigenous, like how what's it like? I mean, like that's a huge backing, like, and it's kind of crazy. We have some really good indigenous fighters. You got Leo Bashir, you got Tomahawk Townsend, you got you. I mean, like you guys are some tough motherfuckers.
And I think that Leo Bashir is the only other person that I realized was native. I think that Brandon Wagner, I think he was native too. I think I seen that he was native.
Billy,
Um, yeah, or Billy
or
Wagner, yes sir, yeah. And sorry about that.
yeah,
And then the Townsend,
nah,
Tomahawk Townsend, I didn't know he was Native American either. So that's pretty awesome, man. Uh, I
yeah.
do feel like I'm kind of leading the charge right now, in the Native fighters. So I like to keep it going. Um, I feel like I represent my people to the fullest. I come out here, put on a good show, and make sure we have a world champion at the end of all of this all.
Okay, so you're headlining Omaha and you're the main event. Is there any nerves going with? I mean, this is your first time headlining. It's in your hometown. Is there any nerves attached with that?
No, man, I've been fighting. I love fighting in my hometown, man. This is my place, it's my city. It's almost like an advantage for me. It's a boost of confidence for sure. Everybody here knows me. Anytime I step out the curtains, the ring, whatever it is, hands go up, man. People are cheering. Uh, I'm super excited to put on a show. I'm super excited to be the main event. My friend Houston Alexander, he's been the main event for like the past two shows, I think, and then it was Dakota Cochran before that. So I kind of had to work my
Right.
way up, build, prove myself, and so I'm super excited to get my.
So I when they announced that they're going back to Omaha, I thought for sure like, all right, we're gonna see Houston again, and then they said it's Trinidad versus when they said it was Carlos versus Dustin, I was like, holy shit, like this is a huge leap, and this is congratulations on such a like a big step up.
Yeah, for sure. And see, on my last fight when I fought Elvin, I was supposed to fight someone else, and they pulled
Okay.
out. So then Elvin's fight before that was like some Cox dude in England or something. He pulled out of Elvin's fight card the week before. So then they just matched me and Elvin.
Right.
And they kind of said like you can take like an easy fight or you could take Elvin and kind of like project myself a little further up the ladder. So I had faith in
Sure.
skill. I went with Elvin. It was a good fight, good outcome for me. So now I feel like they're just like I said, they're sticking to their word, giving me the bigger opponents, bigger names, and I'm just gonna keep proving myself, man, until I get that belt around my waist.
Okay, so we talked to your coach Danny. He said you are like you're such a phenomenal person, and you and your wife just closed on your first house, and like everything's going together like good for you. And like a big
Yeah,
win like this could propel you to a title. Like it just seems like this is going to be your year.
for sure, man. And like I said, they gave me the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I dunk it. Like the rocks, I got the rock right now. Like I'm gonna make sure everything happens. Is no better odds than your own. So they gave me the chance to do everything. All I got to do is win, and it's already set in stone. I worked way too hard to come this far and lose. Like I will get the title shot here at the end of the year.
Is it one of those things where you'd love to have the title shot in your hometown, or like would you like to go outside and like headline, or maybe not necessarily headline, but fight like a big fight in California or in Miami? Like be showcased, more somewhere outside your home area.
I definitely love to go out of town, man, and get some exposure out there. Let the people know my name, my style. The show that I can put on, and that I'm somebody to watch. It doesn't matter if they do it here in my hometown. Highly doubt they will. I think they'll do it somewhere where Austin
Okay.
Trout's from. But I'm excited. Like I said, I'm not one of those fighters that gets the nerves like that. Um, and even if I do, it never affects the fight. I'm telling you, like it could be my worst day out there, and I'm still coming out on top.
So you're also an MMA guy. Like, if you put that on the back burner to focus more on BKFC, or are you going to try to do both at the same time?
So I started training, like, obviously MMA. Like, that's my first passion, man. I love it. I love the challenge of it.
Sure.
Bare knuckles fun. It's vicious. It's violent. So it's very enticing too. But like MMA, like I said, it's like a chess game. It's more of a puzzle to put together, and I feel like it's what makes it a little bit more fun. But in the bare knuckle, where my trajectory is going right now, it makes more sense to stay with the bare knuckle. And like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm sticking to the plan. And a lot of people, they might want to be like, why doesn't he go back and forth? But there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, that you don't see, and that's all I gotta say is it makes more sense to stay with the bare knuckle. I'm elevating my game up here with the bare knuckle. It doesn't make sense to go anywhere else right now.
So we talked to the champ Kai Stewart, and he said he plans on using BKFC to propel his MMA career. So it sounds like that could be something you're doing too. I mean, like, absolutely do use BKFC to make you the big name star, and then it gives you a bargaining chip when you go and you want to start doing more MMA.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a cool plan. You know what I'm saying? He does do what you do, but like I said, right now this is what's paying me. This is what's hyping me up. This is where I'm growing right now. So I plan to stay with the bare knuckle for a while. And it's pretty cool because I'm a young dude. I don't got nowhere to go right now.
Okay, so I mean, clearly you would love to get paid, like enough that you could just fight professionally and not have to have a job. But do you have a job, or like what do you do for income?
For income, I really don't do too much. I just do like DoorDash. I work for a
Okay.
moving company. I teach personals on couple beginner classes here at the gym. And my wife, she's a real breadwinner of the whole thing, man. So I can't complain. She makes sure I eat good. I got somewhere to stay. So shout out to my wife. And like I said, she just makes it so easy for me. Make sure I stay on my meals and stuff like that. So I just got a good thing going, man.
So I guess your advice to younger fighters starting out would be to get a sugar mama.
Yeah, hopefully, man. You just gotta find the right girl, man. If you find a sugar mom, props to you guys, because I mean, shit, my girl makes me work. Sugar mama just pay you. I wish I didn't have to do that. I gotta earn that money.
Okay, so it is kind of funny because we talked to Jomi. He also does like ride share, like Lyft and stuff like that. And he said I sign people up through the app. I get people to watch my fights.
Yeah.
So do you do a lot of networking when you're doing the DoorDash stuff? Do you get recognized? I guess.
No. I did one time, which was pretty cool. And then my mail lady one time, she recognized me and was like, "Oh my god, I was just at the show last night," and I was like, "This is awesome." So definitely in the hometown, I get recognized a little bit. It's awesome. And then now that they do the fights on like Fubo TV or something, like on my Instagram, I just get like, I got someone from like Australia message me, someone from Indonesia message me, like, and just like, "Oh my god, I watched your fight. You're a dog. You're a great warrior," and stuff like that. I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome, dude." So it's always cool to get some recognition for sure.
Okay, can you talk about what your routine's like the day of the fight? Like, what do you do? How do you get ready?
Get ready the day of the fight. I usually wake up, get a nice little workout in right in the morning, a little shakedown, eat something light, and just hang out until the fight, let the anxiety build up, get me ready. And I usually pull up to the to the venue a little bit early, and I just hang out. I don't worry about too much, man. I'm just waiting until they call my name.
Right.
It's not.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So I mean, like, some people might have like a routine and stuff like that, but it's not me, man. Like I said, I just kind of go with the flow. I'm an easy dude for sure.
You don't seem like much like like fucks with you. You're just like, yeah, whatever. Like Dustin was talking about how he's a ball of nerves right up until the time that they say, are you ready? Are you ready? And it sounds like you're like you couldn't care less. Like it's just another day.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, you just gotta stick with the game plan. As soon as I come out the corner, I already know what the game plan is. We gotta take this dude out. This dude right here is coming to take everything I've worked for. Everything I've done to get to this point would be for nothing if he stopped me right here. So I definitely know what the mission is when I go out there, and that's all I'm focused on. So the nerves, they all take a back seat because I got one thing on my mind when I go out there. That's finishing the fight.
Do you see this fight? I mean, Dustin's a tough dude. Do you see this fight being more of like a dog fight, or you see you being able to catch him? Like, are you? I guess without giving too much away, like, are you seeing it like having to maybe go more of a distance, or you're gonna spark him?
I do feel like it'd be kind of a bad night for Dustin. I'm just a little longer. I'm one of those dudes that's long, that knows how to use his reach, knows how to use my footwork. I feel like he's definitely the shorter fighter. I feel like he'll want to come in. I feel like he'll be a little faster. Might have this speed advantage. Everybody keeps saying he's big, and I think I'm a pretty big dude for the 165-pound division too. So I guess we'll see.
Sure.
But yeah, good luck to
Okay.
Dustin, bro. And like, I hope your training camp's going good as well, for sure.
Do you like when you work out? Do you mostly do boxing and cardio? Do you incorporate weightlifting? Like, what do you do?
I do a little bit of everything, for sure. I do. I mean, everybody asks like, how do you train for bare knuckle? And there's really nothing to train for. Like, you can't. There's nothing to prep your hands or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, to me, that stuff's corny, dude. Everybody else, like, whatever they do, that's cool, but not me, dude. I train. I stay on my regular schedule. I still train MMA. I train jujitsu. You know, I go to boxing, and I just do it all. You know, and I incorporate it all when I move in there. And I feel like that's why sometimes I'm so difficult for the other people to hit, because I'm not fighting like a traditional boxer. You know, I might throw the strikes
Sure.
from a traditional stance sometimes, but my movement is more of an MMA kind of striking thing. I like to think so.
So you're not out there like punching cinder blocks and like punching hammers and stuff. Like, do you do
No,
anything to condition your
I
knuckles?
ain't doing none of that, dude, for sure. I'm just like, I. It's funny because I see like a lot of dudes do stuff like that, and I just think like, man, that's just corny. But no, that's not me, man. Like I said, I just train. I just come to the gym every day. I put the work in. I grind, and I feel like that's what's gonna get me to the top for sure.
So you've had several fights. Have you hurt your hands at all, or like you just like you're a tough dude and nothing's hurt your
No,
hands yet?
never, I've never hurt my hand, never hurt my wrist, nothing. And it's kind of crazy because the very first fight card I
Yeah,
was on, I think there was like 12 fights, right? And I think 9 people either broke a
yeah.
wrist, a finger, or something out of like, or at 9 fights, like, you know, out of the 12 fights there was, at least one person from the 9 fights broke a finger or wrist or something. And I was like, that's crazy, dude. I was like,
Wow.
I've never done anything like that. But I also feel like it's kind of how they're throwing the punches too.
Sure. Okay, do you remember the first time you were in a street fight? It's my last question I usually ask people. The first time you punched someone out of anger. Usually it's school age, but sometimes it's not. Do you remember the first time you got in a fight?
The first time I punched a kid, who, like you said, like out of anger, I was in I want to say it was the first grade. I was arguing with a second grader,
Yep.
and I think I want to say like we were playing tag or something, and he was just like teasing me and be like, "You can't touch me, you can't touch me," you know. Right? And he like walked in front of me. I was like, "Oh my, caught him!" And
Touched you.
we just got taken to the office, you know, it's just some little kid stuff, and I apologized to him or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, you made me bleed" or something. After that, he was like, "Let's be friends." After that, so it wasn't like nothing crazy, but that was like probably my first street fight, my first experience.
Thug life ever since. That's pretty cool. Is
Yeah,
there
I
uh, is
mean,
there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
yeah, everybody at the gym, Skywalker 101, my wife Wendy Angel, Blaine Richards, my homie, he's about to be in the UFC here soon. He's on the come up. Watch out for him in the MMA scene. All my dogs right here, like I said, at Skywalker 101. My brother, Gabe Trinidad, he's on the come up as well. And all my sponsors, Elite Nutrition, Luke's Corner, La Familia. Who else we got, man? There's just so many to name. JDM Concrete. I know I'm missing one. Matt Hatter Tattoo Shop, Black Belt Movers of Omaha. There's a lot to name, man. But thanks everybody. I appreciate everybody, and you're gonna watch me come up May 17th. I will win.
I'm excited because I'm going to be at this fight, so I'll definitely make sure I say hi to you. Um, is there anything cool that I need to check out when I'm in Omaha?
I'm not gonna say Omaha's like. I'm not gonna say Omaha has a lot of stuff to check out, man. It's not definitely not nothing special, dude. I mean,
Okay. Okay, well, and I will. I'll be sure to include a link to your social medias on the video. Do you plan on being more active? You just said you're like. I notice you're not the most active guy on social media,
Yeah.
but do you plan on being more active now that you said you're noticing you're getting way more people from around the country and around the world? I guess
Yeah,
are
for
getting
sure.
hold of you.
I definitely been more active. I definitely been recording a lot more shit. Just waiting to edit it and posted it or post it. I definitely I see the following building up, and definitely getting a lot of people telling me I need to be more active on the social media. So I'll definitely get that
For
thing up
sure.
and running.
All right, sir. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you too, brother. Have a good day.
You too.